All right, so these are your 4 options. They're going to be numbered from left to right. This is number 1. I'll hold them up so you can see them a little bit better. Each of these is the Death card, which is a card that I personally associate with obsession. And this is number 2. So 4 different versions of the Death card. Number 3. I've got time stamps below whenever you've decided which reading is yours. And then option number 4. All right. Let me refocus if y'all need a moment to just kind of look. And whenever you're ready, use that timestamp below and I will see you at your reading. Okay, welcome to everyone who chose the first option, this particular Death card sticker. And I'm going to burn some incense for you guys, because a lot of this in the beginning is just going to be me talking rather than pulling cards. So just for something visually to look at, because I was getting so much about your pile even before, as I was just getting ready to film this. I hope this doesn't make a little bit earlier as I was getting started. I burned some and it made the smoke alarm go off, it hasn't done that in a while. In any case, so I'm already getting a lot about this person. This is someone you spent a lot of time with. And I think this is for most of you more of a platonic type connection. This is not someone you were romantically involved with. It's not really someone that you had those types of feelings for. At least not in any sort of strong way. But I think for most of you, this was a friend. This was someone, the first thing I was getting is this is someone you've attended a wedding with. It wasn't your wedding, it wasn't their wedding, but both of you were at someone's wedding together, and that's a memory they have, and I think it's a memory that has come up for them recently, but they also have a ton of memories, and I feel like lately they've been like going through all of their memories of you, and it's almost sort of like they're haunted by them. They're good memories, but the reason it feels like they're sort of haunted by them is that there's this sadness that they feel that maybe they've lost you out of your life. It's like they're sort of just waking up now to how special you were and what a prize you were, and that you might be gone for good out of their life. This is also someone that you've woken up with together at some point. I feel like it may have happened in multiple times. Like I said, I don't think this was like a romantic person, so it's not like you were sleeping together in that sense. But like maybe you were at some sort of overnight thing together, or you stayed over at their house, or they stayed over at yours, or all of the above. But there were situations where the two of you were waking up together. Like I feel like you had breakfast together or something like that. What else was I getting here? There was something about this person where the two of you did some sort of physical activity that was really exhausting to you. Like I had this feeling of like, you know, like when you do something that requires a lot of you physically, that feeling of like not being able to catch your breath, like really being physically worn down. So like, I don't know, you did something, maybe you took an exercise class together or something like that, where it was like you just got very physically tired. It wasn't in a bad way. It's just, I think this is the type of thing maybe that you would associate with this person, or you have done that with this person. Let's see. I feel like this person also, they really hurt you at some point. I do feel like you have a lot of resentment towards this person even now, or at least you have had a lot of resentment towards them. It's like, I got the feeling like maybe they were talking about you behind your back, or you thought they were, or something where you didn't like what they were saying about you. And I feel like that hurt your feelings. And I feel like at some point you just kind of decided that this wasn't someone you needed in your life. And I think that that was sad for you, because I think at some point you just assumed this is going to be someone that I always know. You thought like this is going to be like a lifelong friend, or someone that that you knew were going to know forever. And I think it was really sad for you to come to the conclusion that maybe that they weren't actually so great for you. Okay, so we'll get some more cards as well. I would think that's a lot of information, so if this really is your reading, I would think that something would probably be coming to mind by now. Let's use this Sherlock Holmes playing card deck to get a little bit more information to solve this mystery. I'm just going to do upright reading. So we have the Ace of Swords. My horror at his crimes was lost in my admiration at his skill. So yeah, this person was, I feel like what I see with this is this person was a very skilled liar. And I feel like you witnessed them like bold-faced lying about certain things. That's what I'm getting here. And you're like, wow. But they played it off so well. It's almost like they believed it themselves. I think sometimes you were like, well, maybe I'm wrong. Like they lied so effectively. You're like, well, is my memory just totally wrong? Because that's not how I remember it at all. A strange enigma is man. I feel like you had like a lot of admiration for this person, and so it was really hard for you when you saw certain bad behaviors, like talking behind people's backs or just lying. You're like, wow, I don't know what to make of this because I respect this person. I think very highly of them, but why are they behaving in this negative way? Something else that I got before I sat down to record that I forgot to tell you all is that I do feel like this person, if you have social media, they're watching it and it's almost like the highlight of their day if you post something. So just wanted to add that in. These are like their current thoughts and feelings. That one about the social media. All right, let's keep going. Okay, Two of Wands. You have brought detection as near an exact science as it ever will be brought in this world. I think this person knew that you were catching them in some lies. They felt seen. They felt that their lies were seen by you. Joker. Desultory readers are seldom remarkable for the exactness of their learning. They saw it, and it's like they didn't, I feel like they didn't care. They were just going to keep doing it anyway. Okay, let's see here. Any other clues about this person? And then we'll just see what spirit. Well, we'll ask more about why they're obsessed. But let's see anything else about this person, just who they are. I think you had a lot of fun with them. You did a lot of fun things with them, actually. You have a lot of really great memories of them. The two of you spent a lot of time together. Yeah, and you really cared about them. They really cared about you as well, but they had some issues here, you know. Which, you know, at some point it became obvious to you that that was the case. Yeah, and then we have the Ace of Cups. I feel that you were the one that chose to walk away. Although this person probably acted like they didn't care that you were walking away. But they did want you to stay in their life. You know, I feel like they didn't really do anything to try to keep you from walking away when you did. But it did hurt them. Like they felt it in their heart when they started to realize, oh, so-and-so isn't going to be coming around anymore. That kind of hurts. I think that you still think about this person a lot. You still care about them. You know, maybe you even have reached out to them since this act of moving on. I think for more or less, you have moved on to bigger and better things in your life. But it's like every now and then you kind of look back over your shoulder and you think of them. Or you may, like I said, you may have even reached out, but It's not like the interaction is not like what it used to be, because I feel like you all spent time together like a lot, like you were around each other all the time before, and now it's like 99% of the time you're not interacting, but just every now and then either you look back at that time in your life or you think about this person, or like I said, some of you might reach out to them, but for the most part, like, it's just gone. It's like, look, she's walking ahead towards Death Valley. She's only a few steps away. So it's like, you've basically moved on from this person. All right, so why are they obsessed about you lately? They feel foolish. They feel like a fool, that they made a big mistake with you. They're realizing how good they had it with you. Again, they're having these memories. They're remembering all of the fun times that the two of you had. They're remembering that you kind of always had their back, and they always feel like you had their back way more than they did. And yeah, and it's like they're seeing you doing really well right now in your life, and they're like, gosh, this person supported me so much, and I'm not sure if I would be who I am without that, but they didn't really need my support. So that's what they're thinking. Like, they blossomed better without me. They're like, I blossomed better when Pile 1 was in my life, supporting me, but Pile 1 is blossoming better without me in their life. And it's almost like the more you burn this bridge, the brighter your own light shines. And they're seeing that. And that's what's making them obsessed with you, is that they feel like you're doing better without them. Yeah, they really feel, I feel like they would hope that you're feeling a bit more nostalgic towards them. They want you to feel nostalgic, because right now they're feeling very nostalgic. Oh, what a pretty card. This is a new deck I've been using a lot, and I've never seen this card. It's such a beautiful, they really feel that you're just a blessing in general. Like, you're a blessing to whoever is allowed to be in your life. And they're kind of seeing now that just knowing you helped to sort of like activate some sort of potential in them. And they didn't see it that way in the past, maybe. How did they see you in the past? In the past, they saw you as someone who was more sad than you are now. Someone who maybe was even sort of emotionally needy, could have been depressed. Someone who's maybe focused more on the negative. And now they just feel like you're blooming and blossoming into your best possible life. I think in the past, they felt admired by you. And they liked being admired, so they didn't feel any particular need to appreciate you back in the same way that you were admiring and appreciating them. And now they're realizing they were just like I don't know if you can see here, but it's like, this is like a statue of an angel. And I feel like that's how you were to them. You admired them. Like maybe even you worshipped them. You said lots of good things. You lifted them up. They're realizing now that, like, you're the real thing, though. Like, you're the real angel. You're the real star. And maybe the only reason they shined so bright in the past was because you were so validating towards them or something. Yeah, they feel like you're recognizing it now. Like, you're recognizing that you wasted a lot of time on them. You're recognizing that you're better off without them. And they're like, well, now I have to be the one admiring Pile 1, but I have to do it from a distance because Pile 1 doesn't really probably need or want me in their life anymore at this point. All right, so what do your guides have to say about this connection? This was a necessary spiritual lesson for this person. They just kind of had to learn this lesson in the way that they did. And your guides want you to know that they have learned a lot. So if you're thinking, gosh, this person really needs to grow up, there are some lessons they need to learn. I do feel that they are learning those lessons. And I think it will allow this person to do a lot of their own healing and become a better friend in the process, of just a better person, but also a better friend. Yeah, 'cause I feel like they're starting to like kick themselves in the butt over the past, but also they're realizing, you know, if I keep acting this way with everybody, like I'm going to end up totally alone. And I don't want to end up totally alone. All right. Anything else? Your guides want to remind you, though, that the two of you did have a lot of fun times. And that's a resource. You know, those memories, the times that you had, that also sort of planted a seed in you. It gave you something that you needed at the time. So even though this was a troubled connection or troubled friendship or whatever, your guides want you to feel the gratitude as well as how this person's experience in your life expanded you. Okay, let's get one final card here. Switching around decks a lot, but I'm just going with my intuition. One final card. What is pile one? I need to know. What's the big takeaway here? I think it's that card. Actually, I feel two coming up. Two coming out. Okay, we get the Three of Cups. Yeah. Something again about the wedding. You were at, maybe both of you were at a friend's wedding, someone that you were both friends with or family with. I feel like your guides want you to understand, even if you're not in each other's life, this is your chosen family. Not just the specific person who we were talking about, but like the other people that were connected to you through this like you had, I think, shared friendships. It was more than just the two of you. There was like a social group that you were a part of, and this was a chosen family. Maybe it's a family, maybe you're still connected to some of these people, maybe not, but like there's a reminder here that these people are part of your soul group and your soul family. Like this was a family, you know, and they served kind of that purpose for you at that point in your life. And if there's any resentment still lingering towards this person, I feel like your guides are just telling you that's just you're making your own mental trap by holding on to any resentments here, because you know that this was a blessing to you as well. You know, yeah, maybe you've decided to move on, but there's no reason not to like have gratitude for the blessing of what was good here, because there was a lot of good. Okay, we'll end with a fortune cookie message. Men are apt to settle a question rightly when it is discussed freely. And there's maybe any of those numbers. Let me focus this. Okay, that's hard to do. It's not focusing. Okay, maybe some of those numbers mean something to you. But men are apt to settle a question rightly when it is discussed freely. I think like maybe this was someone who you didn't feel free. Either you didn't feel free to discuss things openly, or you did. Either way, like if you weren't free to totally openly express your opinion with this person, if you felt like it always had to be their way and you could never have a different opinion, then that's also something to be grateful for, is like, whew, you can like let loose and just say how you actually feel about things now, you know, and if you ever encounter someone like that again, remember, you don't have to be trapped by someone else telling you you're not allowed to think a certain way. And if this was a person that you did feel like you were free to openly discuss certain things, then again, that's one of the things to remember about this person and cherish, because there are a lot of things here for you to cherish. It isn't all negative. All right. Why isn't my camera wanting to focus? Anyway. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best. Bye-bye. Welcome to everyone who chose the second option here. So, who is the person who's obsessed with you? Let's see. First of all, I mean, even before I shuffle, I'm getting like drama. Like there was a lot of drama associated with this person. I feel like it was like a fun, whimsical drama, sort of, but like there's just like always something going on with this person. There was always something going on in their life. I do feel like they were a fun person to be around. But I feel like also like this person, there's a lot of, it's drama in the sense of like theater or like a comedy of errors. It's like this person was just always getting into like strange situations or something like that. We have King of Swords. Man, or at least criminal man, has lost all enterprise and originality. As to my own little practice, it seems to be degenerating into an agency for recovering lost lead pencils and giving advice to young ladies from boarding schools. Yeah, I feel like this person was really lost. They could have been that type of person to like lose everything, like they never know where anything is, like very sort of scatterbrained. And I think to you, I think you liked this person, but you were sort of puzzled by their personality sometimes. Like it seemed like, does this person know how to take anything seriously? Yeah, if my future were black, it was better surely to face it like a man than to attempt to brighten it by mere will-o'-the-wisps of the imagination. I feel like you are the much more serious person compared to this person, and so like you appreciated the fact that they were like lighthearted and they brought like newness and fun into your life in some way. You had fun times together, but sometimes I think it was a little bit annoying to you because I feel like you were a more serious or practical person. And it's like sometimes like you just need to like do things in a more serious way, and this person that just wasn't their personality to ever be serious. And there is a very childlike quality to them. Let's see here. Who is this person who's obsessing right now? Yeah, this person was always like super chill. Like when I'm saying drama, it was like they were very active, very playful. Like I said, like a comedy of errors or like a court jester. Like this person was funny and it was dramatic in an amusing way. But it was just like, yeah, they're always having these weird, bizarre adventures. And I think that sometimes they thought you were a lot of drama because you were so serious and you took things so seriously. And I think your approach is very different. Like you probably did need to sort of become less serious and just like calm down. And you maybe needed their sort of lighthearted energy. You maybe needed that to brush off on you a little bit. And they maybe needed to grow up a little bit and have your kind of serious, more adult quality character rub off on them a little bit. Yeah, I feel like both of you needed each other. I get the sense this is someone who you went on some sort of journey with, like some sort of long road trip or some long travel. You traveled with this person at some point, and I feel like it was a long distance travel that you went on. And we have the Four of Wands. No, this is a Four of Diamonds, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you traveled I think you went to parties together as well. Like, this was a very fun person. They may have been the type of person to throw parties, but to be honest, they don't even strike me as someone who's organized enough to throw a party. So they probably were just going to parties, and maybe the two of you went to parties together. But also you traveled to something together that was some sort of big event. You traveled to some sort of big event. Maybe you traveled and you stayed in someone's house. You stayed in someone's house together, or definitely the two of you have visited each other's homes. Yeah, theatrical. This person was not afraid to be the center of attention. We have lots of fours. We have 444 showing up. I really feel like you did love this person very much. Maybe they're still in your life, in fact, because I feel like you still have a very positive opinion of them, like a delightful little cherub or something. Like, there is something very sweet and angelic about them. I think that you may have helped this person out financially, or they learned something from you about how to be more wise or more cautious, or how to create some sort of financial or material stability in their life. But I feel like maybe you were generous to this person. And yeah, there was just always a lot. This person was always doing something. They were always very active. It's like they were going from one party to the next and one place to the next and never skipping a beat. They were always up to something. I think that in time this person did settle down a little bit. That energy, it has tamed by now, where they are able to have more stability in their life. Like, there's probably like holding down a job. Maybe in the past they weren't even able to hold down a job because they were so scattered and excited about everything and just wanting to have fun. So it looks like something has changed for them. I do feel like they found something that they're very good at career-wise. They have some sort of job or career that they're very good at. Yeah, I think they're a lot more settled now than they were in the past. I feel like this person prays for you now, or they just send kind thoughts your way. They're hoping for you to have a happy life. They feel that you deserve it. I feel like they've known that you've struggled in some area of your life. It's like you were generous to them, but like, I think you didn't even have that much to give yourself, or maybe you don't have a lot financially now or something. But they see you as someone who's generous even when you don't have a lot, and so I feel like right now they're praying for you. Maybe they wouldn't actually give you money, but they would pray for you to be doing well, because they really want you to have like everything that you want out of life. You know, financial prosperity, the stability of a happy family life. Maybe this is something they have now and you don't, but anyway, I feel like they hope that you have everything. They hope that you achieve all your goals and have everything, just a blessed life. They want you to have a blessed life. Yeah, they love you so much, even now. I still feel like they see you still as like a more serious person than them, but not like totally serious. They see a magical quality to you as well. This person really cares about you still. What's causing them to currently be obsessively thinking about you? What's causing them to think about you? 7 of Swords. Something has happened in their life. Something has happened in their life recently that's been difficult. Yeah, some sort of major ending has happened, and it's causing them, Either something has happened in their life that was difficult and it caused some sort of major change in their life, or they're aware that this happened for you. Let's see, which is it? Is it their life or yours? I think it's in their life. They're embarking on a new phase of their life, and it's really good, but it took some sort of painful experience for them to go through this transformative process and get a new start in life. They had to leave something behind. Something ended, and it wasn't easy. And I feel like they are sort of like looking to you for inspiration or something, or they're just thinking about, they see you as someone who believes in yourself, and so they're thinking about you because they feel that you're very wise, you're a very knowing person, and I think they see that somehow you have also had to move on from something, or you've gained confidence. I think that's what it is. They've seen you glow up and gain like a lot of confidence, and they're very inspired, so it's making them think about you a lot. I'm not sure how those two things are connected, where they went through some change, and now they're thinking about you a lot because they see that you've glowed up. What's the connection? They want a glow up as well. They're inspired by some glow up that you've gone through. I think also they're seeing you as someone who's more free to be your true self now, or you've like figured yourself out more, like you have a better sense of who you truly are, but you're not afraid to be who you are. I think they do see you as a bit of a loner here with the Hermit card, but they feel like that's who you were meant to be, someone who kind of is more introverted or spends a lot of time in solitude. And maybe that's more true to who you were. Maybe in the past, you went out and were more social because you were trying to fit in, but that wasn't who you truly were. Or just in general, you're more true to yourself now in some way or other. And they love that side of you. They love seeing you in that energy of just being true to yourself and not holding yourself back. Yeah, it's like certain things about yourself that in the past maybe you weren't willing to accept. You're accepting it now, and you're like knowing that you're worthy of love in all ways. Love and admiration. And they do. They do love and admire you. What else about why this person is observing you now? Gosh, they just really want you to be happy. They really want you to be happy. This person has such strong positive feelings about you. They're like, go for it. Go for the gold. It's like if you were running a race, it's like the feeling of someone being on the sidelines cheering you on, like jumping up and down, like clapping, like they see you have already glowed up in some way, and they're like, oh my God, I really hope this person just goes all the way, because they feel like you've already come so far from how they've known you in the past, and they're like, wow, keep going. Like, this person is just so excited about something you're doing in your life. Wow. They feel like you've really created something wonderful for yourself. For some of you, it's some sort of major achievement in work, career, or finances, and they really hope that you go all the way and achieve all that you possibly can here. All right. What do your guides want you to know about this person, this friendship or connection, whatever this is? So we have Mars. I think this person has a very Martian quality to them. Mars in Libra and in the 11th house. I mean, your guides are just saying like they agree with this person. Like you need to really apply yourself, and you do need to go all the way. Like don't give up. There's a sort of don't give up energy here. Like allow this, no, just knowing that this person is like cheering you on in such a like beautiful way. Like let that help to reinforce your own motivation and drive to succeed. Yeah. Not sure what Libra's trying to tell us here. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like you have, you're a very values driven person, I feel like. And this person understands that that's part of why you've glowed up, is that you've aligned yourself more fully with your own values. Yeah, your guides just want you to continue to make your way in the world and continue to know that you're free to be yourself. All right, let's get a fortune cookie message for you guys to sum it up. Anything else that pile 2 needs to know? There is not greater pleasure than seeing your lived ones prosper. Oh my God, that's exactly how this person feels. Like they're so excited. Like this is a true heart. This is a true friend or loved one, because, you know, I feel like it's human nature. Like when you see someone, even if you really like someone, it's human nature a lot of times for people to get jealous and like let that sort of cloud their happiness for you. But like, this person is like taking so much joy, like they're so like overwhelmed with joy at how you are prospering or how you've proven yourself in life in some way. Then there are these numbers on the back, if any of these, is this going to focus or not? Come on. Anyway, maybe you don't need the numbers. Wow, it's like usually not so finicky. Okay, I think it's sort of focused now. If any of those numbers mean anything to you, but anyway, like, wow. Yeah, this person is like taking such joy in you doing so well, and they want even more of that for you. So that's wonderful. Like, yeah, and your guides want you to be reassured and like for that to like help you push even further, because your guides are also, your spirit guides are also like rooting you on to like go all the way. You've already gone like a great distance, and like just keep going. All right, so thank you so much, Pile 2, for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Welcome to those of you who chose the 3rd option, this death card sticker. Let's see. The first thing I'm getting is there's some sort of sports connection with this person who's obsessed with you. Either it's someone who plays sports or does something athletic. That's what I'm getting first of all about who this person is. I feel like this is also someone who's like overcome the odds in life. I get sort of like a rags to riches. Like this person really, they did something major with their life that you wouldn't expect. Yeah, like they've succeeded in ways where other people probably had the advantage in life and should have done better than them. But this person like outdid everyone. Like this is someone who's been very successful in some way. They overcame some odds to do that. Yeah. We have 3 of Pentacles. Like this person has a particular talent or craft that they're like especially good at, and that just took them very far in life. I feel like you do have fond feelings. This might be a love interest or a partner. I feel like there is some sort of romantic love connection. That doesn't necessarily mean you still have romantic love for them, but I think at some point you have had that. But I feel like with the Seven of Swords, it's like there was also a feeling of not being sure if this person was being totally honest with you, like, or just not sure if you should trust them or not. I feel that there is some sort of psychic or telepathic connection that you've had with them. There was a time in your life, it may be now, it may be in the past, but there was a time in your life when you, like, thought about this person all the time. I feel like you were obsessed with them at some point. Let's see. Different decks wanting to come out. This person has, this person thinks highly of you too. Like, they think you're a real gem. I feel like pulling out this gemstone deck, and it just made me think, like, they think you're really beautiful for one thing, but they also just think, like, you're a real gem. You're a real, like, I don't know, like, they feel that you also stand out in some way. So much life in you. Look, we have, this is like the Ace of Cups. Wow, they feel so, they have so much admiration for you because they see you as being, like, just full of life. They really look up to you. There are worlds within you. Wow. Like, this is what this person thinks about you. They feel like they're always discovering something new about you. They thought they knew who you were. They thought they had you pinned down. But now they're discovering there are just layers and layers. Yeah. First, the fire. There was an initial attraction to you. This is definitely like a sexual, romantic attraction type thing. Whereas the first two didn't feel so much like that. Pile 1 and Pile 2. But this person, like, was, like, so strongly sexually attracted to you when you first met, like, or when you first came into their awareness. Like, I don't want to get too graphic here, but, like, they were very turned on by you. Extremely so. But, like, they're realizing now that, like, what they were attracted to in the beginning was just the mask. It was just some sort of outer layer. And that doesn't mean that you were trying to wear a mask or that you were trying to be false. It's just they're realizing now they didn't see all of who you are. And now they are. And it's like they're more and more impressed the more that they see. It's like they're learning some sort of lesson in that. Like, not to judge. It's not that they judged you at first, but, like, not to think that you know who someone is right off the bat. Like, they don't even know what to make of you. I feel like you're like this moon. You're going through all of these different phases, and they're like, wow, it's like there's always going to be something mysterious and unknown about you because there's just so many layers to you. It's like there's always going to be a dark side to the moon. They're like, you're unknowable. Like, and I feel like that's part of why they're obsessed right now. They're just fascinated because there is just so much to know. It's like an endless exploration. You know, they're very curious. They're like, what else is there to know about Pile 3? And I've never used this deck before. I don't think I've ever used this in a pick a card. This particular deck. I feel like there's something about you that ignites something new in this person as well. There's something about you that's not like any other experience they've ever had. They just want to explore everything about you. It's like if they could explore your DNA, like sequence your DNA, they would do that because that's how, like, I mean, this person is like super duper obsessed. Step up to sovereignty. Like, this person feels like you are a queen. They feel like you kind of know it too. And they like the fact that you know that about yourself. Because you're a benevolent queen. You're a loving queen. You're not someone who, like, is arrogant or snobby. But, like, you do have a self-confidence. And I feel like it's clear in the way that you communicate yourself, because I'm getting all this blue throat chakra energy. This person likes to hear you talk, or if you're a writer, they like the things that you write, but they like how you communicate. So they like to hear you or read, or both, what you're communicating, or just hearing you speak, or they like to converse with you. Let's see, become inimitable. They feel you're a very strong person as well. Let me read that one from the book. Page 99. I feel like they feel like they're never going to meet anyone quite like you. and it's almost like, I feel like they think that you were the missing piece in their life. There's something that they didn't understand about life, and they feel like you were that last missing piece that was keeping them from understanding something about life. Let's see here. Deep in the heart of the earth, celestial forms, layer by uneven layer. Like I said, you are just so layered. Perhaps in the distant past of her beginning, she was a regular quartz. But after centuries of responding to ever-present change in temperature, moisture, and even the shifting of tectonic plates, she has flowed and morphed into unexpected shapes and textures. If we allow it, this is what life does to each of us, building our unique knowledge and wisdom until we become celestial ourselves. Allow the world to teach you, this grandmother stone whispers. Grow into your own inimitable self. Wisdom is a byproduct of your own becoming. Yeah, so I feel like there's something about you that is... They're respecting some beautiful wisdom in you, and it's helping them to understand how they themselves need to grow their own layers and to grow in their own fullest potential. There's something maybe here about aging as well. Aging is an extraordinary process where you become the person you always should have been. I feel like they see that in you, that you're someone who ages well, or that you will age well. It's like you embrace your own imperfections, and that's what makes you such a gem. You're a beautiful gemstone. Everything about you is so special and unique, and you have a lot of self-appreciation. I think, and just in general, they feel that you're someone with a lot of wisdom. I think I'm wanting to use a lot of different decks for your all's reading than I have in the other two readings. And I feel like this has something to do, again, with like either how they see you or how they would want to treat you. Because I feel like if the two of you are dating, or if they want to date you, like their approach to dating you would be so different from the way they've ever approached dating before. Because you are so different, partly. It's like you bring out a very different side of them. Moon secrets. Yeah. They love that there's so much that they don't know and understand about you, because there's always something new to learn. Like they can never reach the bottom of knowing you. So you're always going to be interesting to them. You know, like they're never going to get bored of you, I guess. And they do feel sort of rescued by you. Like you came into their life and you saved them in some way. Yeah, you showed them the way. I mean, that's a confirmation, because we already got that before. Like, you showed them the way in life. About what? About how to do something, how to freshen up their life, or freshen up, how to bring new vitality into their life. They also feel like you have a very sweet way of flirting. Or maybe you even flirt with them and you don't even realize that that's what you're doing. I feel also like a real sense of pride. This person feels a sense of pride in knowing you. If they dated you, they would be like have that like puffed up chest standing next to you, like really feeling proud that they got to be standing next to you, to be seen with you. And they just love it when you pay attention to them. It makes them feel very special. It makes them feel like they're the center of the world. And it almost feels like they have some of the magic that you have. When you look at them, it's like they feel like, well, maybe I'm almost as magical as pile 3 is. And wouldn't that be special? You know, because they are putting you on such a pedestal. This person's like, I feel like this person is in love with you. This is not just a crush. Like, this person is in love with you. I feel that they have very serious romantic thoughts of you, and like they think about having like a serious future with you, like maybe even like having children together or something. And what is the advice from your guides? The advice from your guides is like, you know, I think that you don't have to make any sudden decisions, because I think that you guys are not like as, I don't know if you're just not as interested in them, or like you just don't feel maybe ready for that type of life, or I don't know. I feel like there's more of a reservation here on your part when it comes to this person. And your guides are saying it's okay for you to have that reservation. Anchor in, yeah. Like, just stay where you are and give yourself time to process this. Yeah, ebb and flow. Like, be that moon self that they see you as being. Like, if you're not sure how you feel about this person now, give it time and see if that changes. Maybe it will change and you will see yourself having something serious with them, or maybe you won't, but there's nothing wrong with just taking your time with it. Yeah, choose your initiation. When you're ready for this type of life that this person sees having with you, that they want to have with you, like, you get to choose that. It's not like the other person doesn't just get to choose that they have that with you. Like, it's your choice as well. So don't, if someone's like pressuring you to like enter or embark in some kind of life with them, but you're not sure you want, or that maybe you're not ready for. Oh, wow. Just allow yourself to make that choice and know that ultimately the choice is yours. You will have to sort of weigh the scales here. There will be a decision to be made regarding this person, and I think with time you'll have a better idea of who you really want to be with. You know, if it's this person or not. So anyway, okay, let me get you a fortune cookie, because I did that for the other ones. Even though your reading was so different, overall, we'll still get you a fortune cookie. Okay. It's definitely a day for work, not play, so don't be tempted. I don't really know what that means. Like, the day that you're watching this, it needs to be a work. Like, get back to work. Stop watching YouTube videos. Come to calm. I think that your guides are kind of saying, like, you can have both. You can have work that is calming and peaceful. Like, if there's a way to actually unite the two, you don't really have to choose. It can be a day to be productive, but it can be a calm, beautiful day of being productive. You know, work doesn't have to be arduous. I don't know. Maybe that makes sense to you guys. All right, but in any case, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Welcome to everyone who chose the fourth option here for who is obsessing over you. The initial feeling I'm getting is that this is someone who is very conceited, someone who is sort of arrogant. Let's see what else we get here. Who is obsessing over... Yeah, okay. King of Wands, yeah. Definitely someone who really feels... Someone who's prideful, maybe that's a way to say it. Someone who's prideful and really feels entitled to be sort of like worshipped or adored. They just feel like they're God's gift and everyone should be like paying attention to them. And the Empress. Yeah, they really just feel like they are the bee's knees. They just feel like the world should just bow down to them. And I feel like this person has like a very fragile, this is how they come across. And this is how they view themselves. They view themselves as like this sort of like entitled to all of this adoration. But like there is underneath that, there's a core of like this schism or something where like this person is very fractured. They have a very fractured sense of self underneath it all. So I definitely feel like a narcissistic personality, someone who like deep down they actually don't love themselves very much at all. And so they have to sort of constantly make themselves out to be someone who's better than everyone else. But it's not really self-love. It's not even confidence. It's more so like this person is very fragile underneath. I'm trying to find like the right words. I feel like, this person has a lot that they could be potentially contributing to the world, but what? Why are they not doing that? They just don't want to. They just want to be admired. They want life to be easy. They don't want to actually have to do anything. This person just feels like life should be handed to them. And they shouldn't have to ever lift a finger. But they have so much to offer if they could lift a finger, so to speak. But they don't want to do that. They would prefer everyone else do things for them. They want everyone else to do their work for them. I feel like this person is pulling a lot of strings. They are manipulating a lot of people. I feel like they get people to feel sorry for them, and they manipulate people in that way, like, oh, I can't do it. You've got to do it for me. So they're very good at manipulating people into giving them attention, into like going out of their way. They make people go out of their way to do things for them. But the thing is, like, this person is, it's like they're ruining their own life because they're a very creative person and they have a lot of possibility, a lot of potential, but like they're making themselves very unhappy through wasting all their creative potential in this way of just kind of in a sense wanting to be lazy or just wanting everything to be handed to them or done for them. Like they're making themselves miserable in the process. I feel that this person is trying to, or they're coming closer to an understanding of their own need to heal this aspect of their behavior. Like there's sort of a dawning awareness, a little bit. There's a little bit more awareness here that they do need to change. I think there is promise that this person could heal. They're starting to become more self-aware. I feel like their intuition is definitely telling them that they need to grow up and learn. They are turning inward more, and they are becoming more self-aware, and they're becoming less scared of knowing who they truly are. Yeah, so I do feel like with the World card, actually, there is a lot of promise here. And this person wants to be able to do something that they're proud of now. They're starting to see in themselves that, okay, I could actually focus on just fulfilling my own life's purpose, and that would bring me so much happiness, whereas I thought that what would bring me happiness is everybody doing everything for me, everyone catering to all of my needs, everybody worshiping me, that type of thing. Now they're like, okay, maybe I should actually do something worth admiration rather than just manipulating people into meeting my needs. Okay, so why is this person, why are they obsessing over you right now? Because they see people wanting to help you out. And they feel, because they have this sort of arrogance, they feel like you have a lot less to offer than they do. And they're like, well, why does everyone want to give pile 4 attention? Why is everyone so interested in giving them attention and time and money and energy when they don't have nearly as much to offer as what I do? So they're obsessed with you because of that. This is part of what's sparking them to want to fulfill their own calling, because I feel like maybe they see you doing that. Yeah. They see you fulfilling some sort of dream and really moving forward in life, and that you're drawing people to you. That energy is drawing people to you, and so this person, they're like, okay, maybe that's the secret to success. Maybe that's how to get what I really want out of life. Yeah. They see your own personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you're stronger than you knew. They see you being in this kind of strength. You have a strong way of asserting yourself, but you assert yourself with compassion and forgiveness. Tell me more about this. You know, I feel like you've been maybe very honest with this person. Maybe you've called them out, but you did it with compassion. And they probably wouldn't tell you this, but I think secretly they're kind of admiring your ability to be honest and the fact that you had enough compassion to be kind, because I feel like this person is very dislocated from true kindness themselves. I feel like, you know, you've given this person some sort of tough love recently. Okay, so what makes this person obsessed about you? What makes them obsessed? Yeah, they just see you like hard at work and like being really good at what you do and fulfilling, fulfilling your life's calling, being a hard worker, which is very much the opposite of what they've been doing, because they just wanted to sit back and not do anything with their life and have everything handed to them anyway. Why does that make them obsessed? I feel again like it's like they're starting to understand, like, oh, this is actually the better way of being. You know, they're realizing that the way that they've been living is only causing them anxiety. And they're always expecting everything to fall apart at any moment because they've built their house on quicksand. You know, they built their life on quicksand, sort of, or, you know, nothing has a strong foundation. They haven't laid any strong foundation for themselves. They see that you have done or are doing that. Why are they recognizing that this is the better way? Because they feel like you're actually making more of your life through that process of like putting work behind it. You know, I think both of you have talents and skills, but you're actually putting them to work. And they're putting their manipulation to work. And they're seeing that you're actually having a much more blessed life than them because of it. So yeah, it's like they see what you're creating for yourself and they want that. Let's see here. I feel like even though this might be like really frustrating for you, this person's energy, I think you should be proud of yourself that you, in some way, just by being yourself, you are allowing this person to see what their own potential is and to see how they themselves might be able to shine brightly if they're, basically stop being this entitled, manipulative person and trying to actually like do some good in the world and bring happiness to other people. Might actually make them happy in the process. You're having a positive influence on this person. So if they're very frustrating to you, at least recognize you have inspired some sort of positive change in them. And then we have, there is but one step from the grotesque to the horrible. But I think in this person's case, they can go in the other direction as well. There is one step from the horrible to being a good person. I think they've gotten so used to being this kind of horrible person that maybe they forgot that it was possible to be something else. And maybe you're reminding them that it is possible to change their ways. And also, you've been willing to challenge them. So that's something that came up. Like your ability to challenge this person is part of what is helping to turn them around. Let's see. All right, what do your guides want you to know about this situation? What do your guides want you to know about this situation? I think that also this person is a mirror to you. They're meant to be a mirror to you of like reminding you what's possible if you yourself were to sort of lose sight of the real purpose of living. Like if you were to ever fall into the patterns that this person is having yourself, it kind of shows you like that's not what you want, right? So it's like a little bit of a cautionary tale for you. Okay, what else do your guides want you to know? I feel like the way that you've been handling this situation is going to increase your abundance in some way, especially the way that you've communicated. It's changing this person's life. You communicated something to this person in a way that really is giving them a much greater awareness. And this is going to come back to you in the form of some sort of abundance. Let's see, first house. This person knows who they are more now, or they will. They're understanding the truth of who they are now. They're not being so disconnected from it. They're not so terrified of their true self. They're just growing up. You've inspired them to grow up, basically. Okay. Yeah, this person is changing because of you. That's the most of what I'm getting here. Let's see here. And in a good way. They're changing in a good way, and it's because of you. So even if you don't see it yet, they're definitely growing up. It's not necessarily an easy growing up process for them, but there is a part of them that is kind of excited that you've sort of shown them the way to grow up. Yeah, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. You've taught this person a lesson, and they're hearing it. They're hearing the message. Wow, again, like there's some sort of prosperity that's coming into your life because of the way you handled this situation. You're helping to manifest a better life for this person, because despite how maybe frustrating they were to you, you were able to sort of handle it with love and compassion, which is not easy to do, but also with like a tough love. And I think this is a message to you to continue to be willing to take risks. You had to take some sort of risk in order to be bold and like just very clearly honest and set boundaries with this person and really just tell them exactly how it was. And this for you, this was a transformation for you as well. And many blessings are going to come from your ability to be bold in this way and assert yourself, but assert yourself with love. It's bringing something into you. For one thing, this person is going to leave you alone now. And maybe that's been a long time that they've been bothering you or just up in your energy. And you're going to finally get some peace from them. And I think that this is going to be very nice for you because you are a very sensitive person. And this was a very unpleasant, harsh person to be around. But you have purified yourself of this unsavory person. And it will lead them off on their own path to healing. Yeah, they have to look at themselves now. It's like you've given them no way out. They've been lost in some sort of hall of mirrors where all they could look at were false versions of themselves. And now they have to, you've spoken the truth to them and they have to look at who they truly are. It's like they can't escape it anymore. Okay, final message to you from your guides. Overall, I feel like your guides are really proud of you because I feel like it wasn't easy for you to handle this situation with love, and yet you did find a way to have, compassion here for them. I think that, you're freeing yourself of this energy, of this person's energy. And I think that, this person may go off into the world and actually be a positive influence now to other people. So you did a lot of good here in the way that you responded to this person. And I think now it's just time to focus back on yourself. This person has been trying to take your energy away or redirect all of your attention on them because that's what they like. We saw at the beginning, they just, whatever they have to do to get everyone's eyes on them, that's what they've been wanting to do. And they realize they're not going to get that from you anymore. You're refusing to give them that sort of attention anymore. Like they realize that you're just over it and nothing is going to work at this point. No sort of manipulation, no sort of lies are going to work. Like you're going to be able to see past any lies. I think that was surprising to them. You saw past some sort of lie that they told. Again, that was a manipulation to get your attention or to get what they wanted. You saw past that. They were shocked for some reason at your ability to see past them. I feel like they really thought they had gotten something over on you. And they are seeing now that you kind of, you were victorious in seeing past some lie or illusion and just calling a spade, calling it what it was. Okay, just one more card. What's the most important thing that your guides would have to say to you about this? Sort of like continue to be strong, continue to know your own worth and to go ahead and keep focusing on creating those firm foundations for yourself that you have been creating. Let's get a final fortune cookie message for you. May you grow rich. Gosh, there was so much here about prosperity. So I don't know why or how, but like somehow you have drawn greater prosperity to yourself through, and the King of Pentacles, that is also a card of wealth. Somehow you're drawing wealth to you through your ability to be like kind and compassionate, but also simultaneously assertive. Like to be able to combine those two energies of like holding your own ground and refusing to be used by this person, but also being able to like still find a way to be loving and kind at the same time. Like it's bringing unexpected opportunities into your life that will bring you wealth. So, and I think riches in all ways, you know, not just money, but like it's bringing you so many opportunities as well. So yeah, that's a lot of beautiful, wonderful blessings. Yeah, and I think that it's, you've been healed by this, but also you've healed this person. Interesting. There's been a lot of healing that has happened for both of you actually through this. So anyway, that's what we have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.